Traders, Anthony here. I'm going to run through last week's VIP signals and see how we went. We recently released our indicators, our new indicators, and I've been trading with a slightly different strategy to how I've usually been trading. So these two indicators, this one and this one, giving us this red shaded zone behind here, as you can see. It's just extra confirmation on the trend, and we've got this indicator here, and then we've just updated this one as well. So we're looking at the trend indicators, confirmation from that, the sell signals here, you can see, and we've adjusted. Well, I've adjusted my strategy around these indicators. So just quickly, I'm going to run through and have a look at these. Now, this one, well, the stop loss actually got taken out by a pip, and then it traded really well. And lesson learned on this one, look what we've got on the chart. See these red dots? I needed to move my stop loss slightly above that. These are coming from the indicators and telling us that this is a variation of the average true range and a slight difference in this stop loss, slightly above that red zone there, would have made all the difference. Okay, so lesson learned. Look at the outcome. The Aussie yen. All right, this trade was abandoned in slight profit as price was range bound. So, and I'm going back looking at these, hoping to glean a little bit of insight as to how it could have been different. And I mean, what I'm getting is leaving the stop loss where it is, don't move it, and letting them play out, just set and forget. So as this was, look at the outcome, and and winding up on Friday, right? So that could be how we approach it this week. So if the stop loss was in the right spot with the Aussie yen, would have been profitable. The Aussie, if I hadn't touched the Aussie, the Aussie Swiss, if I hadn't touched the Aussie yen, we closed this one in slight profit. I abandoned the trade as it was range bound for quite a while. I mean, you can see that clearly. It's a new system, and it's just taking me a couple of weeks to let go to trusting the process. Okay, and like we were in profit, and I wanted to hold on to those profits and not risk losing our ground. We were ahead, and so I closed a few a bit early. This one here, for example, I had this thing where I tried to bring the account into profit early in the week to give us a bit of a buffer, and then I'll start to take risk after that. And but I get a bit protective of the profits that we've gained. And look, it's obvious what's transpiring as we look through these. We could have gone with a set and forget and looked to close into Friday, possibly. There's Friday, so a little bit of a gain on that one. I closed this one in slight profit at break even due to this being this price action being range bound, and you can see that was obvious there pretty much through the whole week. The pound Aussie, okay, I had a pound Aussie and a pound Kiwi. I opened two of these and they're correlated. I decided to knock one of them on the head to mitigate risk, and this was the one I closed at break even. But again, look at the outcome, guys. And the other thing is we could even look to go for a 5R. I was setting a 3R target by default, but a 5R target, this could have been a really really profitable week if I'd have left these alone. Don't move the stop loss, set and forget, let them play out, because the signals are really good. Pound New Zealand, and the pound New Zealand was the one that I hung on to. And again, I moved the stop loss to break even and closed partial profits with this. And then price came back down into the stop loss at break even. We were ahead, fair enough, but it could have been different. Okay, and again, set and forget, just leave the stop loss where it is, don't move it, let it play out. And sacrifice the stop loss if that's the case, or let it run and into the end of the week. Now that's a 2-3R, 2R target, 2.5R, something like that would have been really nice. The Kiwi yen was another one. I had two trades on this one, I think. All right, tight stop. Now there's a lesson learned there. I'll come back to that one. This one again, set and forget and look at how it could have been different into the end of the week. Well, Friday would have given us 1.5R on that trade. But I ended up closing it early, taking partial profits at 1R, moving a stop loss down. We had a trailing stop, and then that got taken out. This one here, and look, I ignored the indicators. I went with a really tight stop with that. I'll show you what I was looking at. The entry point was somewhere here like this, and I was going off the higher time frame bearish, looking at this pullback here, thinking that we might see more downside. Now, it wasn't trading in the red zone being this shaded background that you see here. So I just went off price action. I liked what I was seeing. Okay, I saw this break here, thinking we might see more downside, and I was hoping for a move like this, tight stop, and then as it was, it came back and took me out. Now, the lesson learned from this one, trust the indicators. You know, my rule of thumb is in a downtrend, enter, entry point, stop loss above the previous, but we don't have, you know, that's the entry point here. Well, and I went with a tight stop here. There is no, you know, there is no trend, so to speak. And I ignored this. This is coming off our indicators. It's a variation of the average true range. And I mean, the indicators are pretty good. So I could have set my stop loss slightly above these dots, given that we don't have a trend here. All right, and then if that was the case, let's move our stop loss to where we could have set it up. And look at that. And then by the end of the week, Friday, we've got, you know, 1.34, something like that. Now, a couple of these ran to 5, 6, 7, 10R. We could start trailing after, you know, 3 or 4R, something like that. Gold was the last one. We took this one on Friday, and I generally don't like trading Mondays and Fridays, but I mean, I will if I see something. What I was going off with this one was a 4-hour chart. I liked this break and pullback, and I thought that we might get a bit of downside with it. This was into the London Open or the London session. There's no sell signal or anything like that. There's nothing, right? It's just a pullback on the 4-hour that I thought could be interesting. It's back in here. And I thought that it could trade down into target these imbalances. Just show you what I posted into VIP. Yeah, this was the screenshot that I posted in VIP, and I drew these imbalances thinking that price would come down into the imbalance, and as it was, look, there's the imbalance right here. See how it hit the imbalance, but that's at NFP, guys. That's on the data release. So I ended up closing this one prior to the NFP release. Didn't want to take the risk on that, and again, I was hoping we'd see from the entry point. I was hoping, you know, we'd get something out of it. But yeah, that's gold. Anyway, they were the trades last week. Some of these were amazing, and I'm seeing that, you know, we can really get away with set and forget possibly and go for a 5R target, maybe even more. Why not? 6, 7R, you know, even go for an 8R target. But I would want to probably trail my stop loss if that's the case. Slowly but surely, guys, it's new in terms of me tightening up my stops. This is a 15-minute. We're taking these on a 15-minute time frame. Prior to this, I always traded the 4-hour, 1 and the daily with wide stops, and the volatility that has come into the market since the Bank of Japan rate rise and, you know, the elections, US elections, the volatility's been really vicious, and it's been difficult trading. I've mentioned this in previous videos, so I've had to come up with a solution, and this is it, guys. This is what I've come up with. We've got the indicators giving us some really nice signals, so slowly but surely, yeah, we'll just take it day by day, week by week, and let it unfold. Now, guys, if you'd like access to the indicators and to our VIP, I'm uploading daily mentorship videos into VIP, sometimes 2 a day. Now, I'm not promising that there'll be 2 a day, but that's been the case. But at least 1 mentorship video a day. And I'm offering a 2-week free trial so that you can experience VIP firsthand and see for yourself what's on offer. Guys, jump on board and join us on this journey. Head over to the website and click on the free trial. Scroll down. Make sure you read this. Here's what you get. Okay, the indicators are available after 14 days, but you gain access to VIP, the signals. There's 2 channels. There's a Forex channel and a crypto channel with VIP signals, and you get the daily mentorship videos. If you want access to the indicators instantly, go over to the indicators and become a full member from the word go. Guys, it's only $29.95. Sharp Me Sushi train once a month, and you've got access to incredible value, and there's some options here. So yeah, with that, I hope you have a great day, safe trading, and see you in the next one.